let's go over our family of blood and granulocytes. Granulocytes are granulated, so they have granules. Now, Ben is spotty. Ben includes basophils, eosinophils, and neutrophils. Ben is spotty. What does this mean? Ben is spotty just means that Ben is basophils, eosinophils, and neutrophils, and they contain granules. That's why they are called granular cells or granulocytes. I'm just trying to get the essay so we can have a look at the essay. So, granulocytes are a form of leukocytes which contain specific granules in their cytoplasm, and they have a nucleus. So they are twice the size of red blood cells. They have a nucleus, and there are 3 different types of leukocytes. Now, this talks about neutrophils and neutrophil cytoplasm, and it contains about eosinophils and basophils, and then granulocytopoiesis. So that's how we're going to keep it. We're going to keep it simple. Now, neutrophils are the most abundant. These are the most abundant granulocytes in the blood, and these are in the quantity 55 to 65%, and these are one of the 10 to 12 micrometers. And neutrophils have a nucleus which is multi-lobed. It has 2 to 5 sections. It's a multi-lobed nucleus. It's the first line of defense. It's the first white blood cell to arrive at an infection. Neutrophils like to phagocytize. They phagocytize bacteria and fungi. They're the most abundant white blood cells. And you need to remember, how many percentage did they have? 55 to 65%. What was their diameters? 10 to 12 micrometers. They are multi-lobed. They have many lobes. That's it. Now, eosinophils are next. Eosin is a red type of stain. These stain red. These have granules. These have granules that stain dark. They are bilobed. They look like a telephone. If you want to phone somebody, instead of saying hello, you should say eosin, because it's telephone. It's too bilobed, okay? And then what is their function? They're moderate allergic reactions. Basophils, we already know they give rise to mast cells. You know that they produce histamine, they produce heparin. But eosinophils are also in charge. Neutrophils were phagocytized, right? Eosinophils are allergic reactions. These defend against parasitic worm infections. Eosinophilia is when it's increased, and eosinophil is when it's decreased. Only 2 to 4%. 2 to 4%. Basophils, however, are 0.1 to 1%. They are that little in concentration in terms of granulocytes in the blood. Only 2 to 4%, and then 0.1 to 1%. Okay, basophils these look similar to eosinophils. They're not bilobed, they're not multilobed, they have no lobes, they have granules. Those granules are irregular, they migrate to damaged tissues, they produce histamine and heparin. Histamine, what is its function? It's basically a symptom. Histamine is released in allergic reactions to promote inflammation. And heparin is to prevent clotting. Now it's anti-clotting. Okay? And what is the diameter? Diameter is also small. It's small in percentage, it's small in diameter. It's 0.5 to 1.5 micrometers, which is very small. Okay? And granulocytopoiesis. Now, you have hemocytoblast. We already discussed that. You have a myelocyte. You have a promyelocyte first. You have a P, then you have an M, then you have an M. You have a promyelocyte, then you have a myelocyte, then you have a metamyelocyte, then you have basophils, eosinophils, neutrophils.